bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
What's up, everybody? The Gritty Gamblers are back in the building, but you can only see one because we're having technical difficulties. But what's up, everybody? How you doing, Matt?
Doing good, Parlay, man. How's your weekend?
Not bad. Ended it on a good note yesterday with the 3-leg parlay. Nice little 1.5 unit for 4.5 unit win. Not bad to end the weekend. We
Hell yeah.
rode the Astros this morning. The Mets will be starting soon on the other end of that parlay, so we're riding that. But what do we got for the recap, Matt?
Let me pull this up. We got honestly, man, the biggest thing of the weekend for me was probably the Potan fight. When Pereira versus Yuri this weekend. That was a great fight. Can we pull up the knockout?
We can try.
Yeah, let's see if we can pull up that knockout. I'm trying to see that knockout because I'm gonna break it. This very good breakdown on that knockout. It was an insane overall card, though. Did you
Who
hear
is it
about?
against?
It was the Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah, Yuri. All right.
Hey man, you hear about while you're looking that up? Did you hear about Dan Ige showing up to fight on that card on 3 hours notice?
Yeah, that's wild.
Bro, you know how much
And taking
balls
it to
that
the
takes?
distance. Taking it to
Yeah,
the distance
man.
is insane.
Also, Diego Lopez accepting that fight after weighing in at 145, then weighing in at what was he? He weighed in at 155, and then he weighed in at 162. Come on now.
All right, getting that pulled up here. Couple seconds. Yeah, actually.
They messing with us, Parlay.
Yeah, they're messing with this, but I think we got it.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is exactly what we were looking at right here. See, look, this is so. Before you even play it, let me set this up. Before this round starts, Pereira gets before the last. This was beginning of round 2. For the end of round 1, Pereira gets a flash knockdown at the very end of the round that lands crisp right on the chin, left hook, puts Yuri on his ass, and he gets up and kind of stumbles to his corner before this. So he's already had his lights checked, and he's kind of iffy, kind of seeing stars already. So now press play. You can see this now, Parlay, and just look at this, man. Look at the way they come out of the break of the rounds into this position right here, and you just see Alex just quick, not even hesitate, switch kick. Yeah, switch kick. Landed it straight, and then the ground and pound just put him down, bro. And they had to let Herb Dean let him do this because Yuri complained about the early stoppage last time he faced Pereira. Now, yeah, he got finished. Look at him. It's sad to see. We can stop it now, but yeah, Yuri. Oh, look right there. Oh, oof, temple shot, done.
Bro, literally.
And Alex's coach said they saw a video of Yuri training before in the warm-ups, and he kept checking leg kicks with his arms down. So they said they added a head kick into there because they knew that it would probably be effective in this fight.
Definitely was effective. Definitely.
Yeah, man. 303, a card that we were iffy on. However, I had 2 locks. I said Pereira was gonna win this fight before, and I said I said Pereira would win, and I said it would probably be by knockout. I also gave Ian Gary and my MVP to go the distance on points. You locked both those up, you get them at I think about like plus 180, man. Solid flip on that. Solid flip on that, man. We did good on that. Overall, UFC 303 was a good card for us. We don't have any UFC coming up until July 13th, which is the UFC Denver card, and then we do also have the pay-per-view at the end of the month in the UK. So that's going to be exciting. We'll be covering that throughout the month of July. It was just very interesting to me how the 303 card thrown together on short notice. So shout out Dan Ige coming in taking that fight on short notice. Diego Lopez was the favorite throughout the night, and he still won that fight, obviously. But he was the favorite, and he moved from, I think when he was fighting Ortega, it was like minus 140, to when he was fighting Ige on short notice, it was like minus 300. So, yeah, very, very swings, pretty big swings of the odds on that fight. Not too much of other to mention in the combat sports world. Just gonna give a shout out to Teofimo Lopez getting back in the W column. He was a couple wins now since he lost. I think it was to Kambosos a few fights back. He's in that new division now. He's a lineal champion at this division now. So shout out to Teofimo Lopez. He was a huge favorite, bro. I don't even think you could bet on him. He had to be over a minus 1,000 favorite fighting Claggett. Like he was pretty much fighting a can, Joe. So. The odds, it wasn't even worth looking at, but shout out to Teofimo for getting the win.
Heck yeah.
Moving on. We're looking at some of the. We're gonna move to soccer now, man. It's been very interesting for these knockout stages. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but you see Ronaldo today.
I saw Trent took him and he missed.
Bro, it was so
Something.
funny. I saw it live. I took a power nap after that game before the show today, and bro, I literally just you see Portugal get a cheap penalty, and then right before it was in the extra time, the first half of extra time, right before the end of it, and then the penalty gets saved, and Ronaldo during the halftime of extra time is just sitting there crying, man. And all his players are like surrounding him and stuff. And mind you, the whole timeline's been tearing Ronaldo down all game, bro. And the only reason they survived is because their goalkeeper, when it actually came down to penalties, was elite and stopped like I think 2 or 3 from Slovenia. It was crazy.
That is pretty wild.
But some other overall highlights from the round of 16. We did predict Switzerland to upset Italy on last week's show. We got that right for you guys too. I took that personally with the boost, got it up to about plus 150 on Saturday, so that was a solid shout. Who was it? It was Denmark was honestly playing well versus Germany until that penalty was given, and then they got cracked. Otherwise, that game could have been a lot closer than it was. And then England pulled off a great escape job yesterday, Parlay. I don't know if you saw how bad they were pinned down, bruh. They were down 1-0 all game to Slovakia, man. And it took a Jude Bellingham bicycle kick in the 95th minute of 96 for them to tie that game and go to extra time. They eventually scored the winner 2 minutes into extra time with England's captain Harry Kane capitalizing, and England survived and pulled off the great escape and got out of the jam. But whoo, they were looking like some crazy headlines were on the way, Parlay.
Yeah. I didn't watch the game, but I did see some reactions from England fans, and they said it was a piss poor game, and I don't know.
They look terrible.
Your own
man.
fans are saying that you look terrible. You got to realize that, you probably look terrible.
Well, the coach was fired by halftime probably, and now he still has a job. Like, it was that bad. Like, they were doing everything. They were desperate to win that game. And it's just really ironic to me that, remember how we did a little segment at either last episode or the episode before where we looked at the futures, and I almost went on a freak out how is England still favored in this tournament, right?
Yeah.
You know who the one team who's destroyed at the round of 16 that I said should be your futures bet? Spain. Absolutely dominated in the round of 16. They had Georgia. I'm not saying Georgia should have won, and Georgia did take the lead, but Spain proceeded to score 4 straight on them. So look out for Spain, man. The big game is going to be Spain and Germany this weekend. We're going to get a test on Friday. We're going to see that game, and I think France plays England or something like that. No, not England. France plays somebody else. They play someone good too. But yeah, that we're gonna get a test, man. We're gonna see. I'm very excited. Switzerland plays England. That's who England. Yeah, that's gonna be a good, exciting game. I think England should win that if they're able to make their adjustments, but it's gonna be close. France and Belgium was a good game today. I know I mentioned France. They scored a late winner in the 85th minute today versus Belgium. Belgium's golden generation crashes out in another international tournament. They actually asked Kevin De Bruyne in the press conference today after the loss. They said, "How does it feel for Belgium's golden generations and still be trophyless in this era?" And then he kind of got pissed off. He was like, "Is France not in a golden generation right now? Is England not in a golden generation right now? Is Germany not in a golden generation right now?" And then the reporter just shut up, and then he walked off afterwards. And you could hear him say "stupid" right before walked off the press conference. Like he was pissed. Like he was like this. He felt like that's the. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the captain now. Yeah, because Courtois is out the side, man. So it's crazy. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, hey man, Belgium was never good enough to get the job done. The closest they did get was in the 2018 World Cup semifinals, and they still lost to France. So time to hang it up for that golden generation, man. Lukaku and Peru included.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're also gonna set the scene for what we're gonna cover later tonight in the big soccer segment again for the futures. For the future lines is, man, the U.S. It was happening on our show on Thursday, but it finished right when we got off, man. The U.S. laid a stinker versus Panama, man, in the Copa America.
What do you think about them tonight?
I'm gonna save that for a little bit once we get into them a little later. But I'm just more covering what's setting the scene for what's going on, man. You got U.S. Panama. U.S. went down to 10 men within 10 minutes of the game. Timothy Weah punches a Panamanian player. Within 5 minutes of that, the U.S. go and score and take a 1-0 lead with 10 men. And then 5 minutes after that, they give up a goal and go down and tie it up 1-1, and then proceed to have it like that for most of the game until the end when Panama finally gets the winner. And when Panama gets that, the U.S. have to make a bunch of different attacking changes, and nothing works. They ended up still losing that game, and now they're in a do-or-die game today versus the best team in the group, and the U.S. does not do good versus South American teams, bro. It just happens. CONCACAF usually loses the CM Bowl. This is what happens. We're going to get to it later, but it's going to be a rough hill for the U.S. to have to climb today.
I got a play on my end. I wanted to talk to you about it, but
I don't have a play on the game yet, but
I got something on my end. I was gonna talk to you about it, but I'll save it.
Yeah, most definitely. We got a little bit of time for that. I don't think that game starts till 8, so we got a little bit of time for that. Yeah.
9:00.
Oh yeah, we're moving. Bet. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's just about it for soccer. I mean, for the rest of the Copa recap, you got Argentina advances, Canada advances. You're gonna have the one thing that I love to say about the Copa is you're seeing real physical football, man. That's what it is, man. It's not shits and giggles to say the least. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Like, they're playing real hard football out there, and Colombia and Brazil in that Group D look very good, man. They're going to play, I think, and they don't play today, they play tomorrow, man. That's going to be probably my game in the group stages I'm going to want to see, man. That's going to be exciting. But after that, we're going to eventually be getting into the knockout stages of these Copa. We're going to get to the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken, by the end of the weekend here soon. So that's going to be also exciting. We're going to cover that a little bit later. We're going to see how it goes. The main storyline here, is how America is trying to do the escape, because I don't think, I have to double check it, I'm making sure right now, I don't think Mexico was able to pull the escape off last night. Yeah, Mexico was not able to pull the escape off last night, and Mexico crashed out of the Copa America. So Venezuela's looked dominant in their group, in Group E, man, winning all 3 games pretty handily with a +5 goal differential. The same type of domination Argentina showed in their group, man. So we're gonna see. It's just proven that the CM Bowl teams, when they get into these type of tournaments with the CONCACAF teams, man, they know what to do and take advantage and to get their wins. But looking at overall, getting out of soccer now, looking overall parlay, WNBA and MLB headlines for the weekend, man. You see Angel Reese get that double-double again, the most all-time straight WNBA history?
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
That's
that was pretty
crazy.
good.
That's crazy, man. You know, the reason I bring it up is for betting purposes. Her odds are probably terrible now because she's done it 10 straight, but it's always nice to keep it in the back of your head if you want to bet on someone to get a double-double. That Angel Reese is a solid bet.
Oh, she's solid 6.5 rebounds is what it was for a while, but I'm sure that's up now.
I mean, yeah, if she's getting a double-double, she's getting at least her 10 rebounds, yeah.
But for a while, she was getting a 6.5 line.
Hey, man. What was I gonna say? The Storm are looking solid right now in Seattle. I remember we keep saying they got a couple All Stars together, man. And then they got some players together.
Yeah, that's a super team, bro.
Hey, man, we know she was joking when she said. Well, she might not have been joking when she said it.
Nah, they wasn't joking. That's a super team. They're a super team. I mean, we might not know any other names, but they're a super team.
Yeah. Most definitely. I mean, they got
Better super
Drew
team than the
McKay,
Mercury are. Actually.
Jules Lloyd, Skylar Diggins Smith. Yeah. They got some players, most definitely. And they've been on a little streak. They got a game tonight. They're like an 11 spread, so we'll probably not discuss them. But wanted to say shout out. And where we at right here? Oh yeah, the MLB side of this, man. The Brewers won 50 games right now, bro.
Hey, at plus 750 to win the division, looking pretty good right now, brother.
It is, man. Futures Joe, man. We're gonna talk to Futures Joe later about some other stuff, but hey, the Brewers got 50 games right now. They've won. The Guardians are looking solid in their division in the
Hey,
AL.
the Mets are 1 game out of 500, about to be back in the
We're
500
gonna
probably
talk about the
tonight.
Mets later tonight, man. We're gonna talk.
Yeah.
About the
Oh
Mets
yeah,
later
we'll talk
tonight.
about the Mets. Trust me.
We got a big debut coming in tonight.
But I
Man.
mean, Grimace has really done a lot for the Mets, man. I'm telling you. I know I said it for the past 2 shows, but Grimace has turned this team around, baby. And the Houston Astros, who they just played a series with and lost to, are really, really good too.
The Astros are on a heater right now, man. The
Yeah, they
Orioles,
did
I mean,
jam me
not
on
the
that
Oilers,
first
I meant the
loss. That
Orioles.
first loss with the Mets jammed me pretty bad. I put too many units on that one, but yeah. I do like the Astros, and I do keep hitting them, and I do like the Mets. I like the Mets too. They're hot, man. They're really hot.
Hey, man, the Mets, we're going to discuss it a little bit. The Mets going to run into some problems tonight, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I don't know if they going to lose or win, man, but the Nats got something special coming up, man. I'm
Bro,
pretty
you
excited
ain't
to
got
talk
nothing
about it.
special coming up. That's just your team.
No, they actually do, bro. The number 3 prospect in baseball, bro, in the sport.
Yeah, but we gonna win, bro. Don't worry about it. I mean, not we.
I mean, I
but
don't care about the win or loss, bro. I'm just caring about his
because
performance,
I'm on the
bro.
Mets.
You know me. You know me, bro. I don't really care about the win or loss. I'm not betting on my team. I know better to bet on Nationals.
you gotta go with Grimace, man.
But what I'll say is James Wood might take him deep. No
I like
Diddy.
it.
No Diddy.
Not in the first. Hope not.
Oh, you got no run first Diddy?
Maybe.
Hilarious.
Small unit size, small unit on it.
Small unit. Okay. But nah, man, I'm excited for what they got coming up tonight. We'll get in that when we get into the baseball for tonight. But just to wrap up the rest of the recap, the MLB and just kind of like covering how we're gonna cover the WNBA and the MLB now, just because they're the only things that we really have multiple game lines on throughout the week. We're just gonna be the kind of highlighting lines throughout the summer. So when we recap them, we're just gonna be recapping general performances that we've noticed that are kind of spotlight that could have affected betting or could have potentially been high odds movements during both of those sports. So we'll cover the WNBA tonight too, because there's an interesting line I did want to ask you about later. So let's get into it now while we're here, man. You said you had something for the USA game tonight, right?
Yeah, so I had a question for you. So I was reading an article, as usual, and I noticed there might be a good value on plus 2.5 goals Or over 2.5 goals, not plus. My bad.
I wouldn't be surprised. The only thing that's iffy to me is so I wanted to get to this later, but I mean in terms of earlier and now it's later, so now. But the coach for Uruguay is actually suspended for this game because
Really?
because he was happened to a couple coaches in this tournament. Teams are taking a little bit too long to come out for the second half from halftime, so I mean they're being very strict with this. They don't care. Multiple coaches have gotten suspended for this, including Uruguay's. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out lined up, whether they are playing just for like a draw, whether just because they've already advanced more or less, so they don't really need a result. So we'll see what they're going to be playing for, especially in those types of circumstances. With the U.S., it's going to be interesting on their end because you're going to have one of their better forwards missing in Timothy Way because of the punch that he did in the last game, got him his red card. I think he got banned for 2 games. But they got other options on the bench they'll be able to plug in. And Balogun with Balogun and Pulisic on the team right now they're both looking pretty decent with their goal scoring opportunities. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised if 2.5 goals hits over. Uruguay definitely has the pieces to score goals. They scored 5 in their last game, if I'm not mistaken. Completely blew a team out the water in Bolivia. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Uruguay is able to put goals up, and the U.S. is able to get some goals up there too. So 2.5 definitely looks doable.
All right, bet. So it's doable. All right.
Yeah, it definitely looks doable.
All right, we can go look at it. Make sure it's still plus money.
The U.S. got to survive tonight, man. I mean, it's do or die for the tournament. If the U.S. win tonight somehow, they're gonna advance probably, because I don't know how Panama is how many goals they'll score on Bolivia tonight. That also comes down to it.
No runs were scored in the first inning.
Okay.
It's top of the third, 0-0, 2 outs. So that's good. That's good.
Oh, all right, bro. He already got a hit, bro.
He did get a hit.
Bro, the rookie, yeah.
What's his name?
James Wood. He's 6'7", bro.
He's 6'7"?
Bro, so you want me to tell you why Padres? You know
He's a
how like I
lefty?
didn't really talk about. Yeah, he's like Aaron Judge size. Yeah. Bro, this is why I don't really talk about the
Oh, is this
Padres and
the
the
new
Nats
Soto?
feud. We got him in the Soto trade from the Padres. The same trade we got CJ Abrams into, and the pitcher pitching tonight, Mackenzie Gore. Bro, the Soto trade literally gave us half a lineup, bro. It's crazy. And they only got him for 18 months. That's why, like,
Past shortstop. It's on MLB if you want to see it. Second inning.
ESPN Plus too, I think. Nah. Let me see.
No, like the MLB Twitter posted it.
Oh, his first hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pull it up. We got it.
I ain't got Twitter on here.
Oh,
It's on my mom's laptop.
You're good. I'll just watch it for this.
Here, I'll send it. I'll add you in it.
Nah, you good. I found it.
Okay.
Let me see this hit. Ooh, straight through the gap. Yes, sir.
Everyone posted it.
Hey, man. Shout out James Wood, man. Big money James Wood, man. He's going to do something big for us, man. And that was his MLB debut first hit, man. We got Dylan Cruz on the way, too, out of LSU in the AAA team. Man, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. But that's what I was kind of getting at. The Nats have James Wood, prospect, debuting tonight, number 3 prospect in all of baseball, 6'7", superstar potential. Ooh, I was so excited when they announced this last week, man. He really got something to be special, man. He's going to probably be in the left field for us, or depending on what corner they put him in. I think they'll put him in left. When Dylan Cruz comes out, he'll probably have to play in right, and then we'll got James Young in the center for now. The Nats are building something, man. I'm very excited with his development, and the overall development of the team this year compared to the past couple of years. I mean, you have to understand the Nats were drafting in the top 3, top 5 the past couple of years. Now we're 500, we're playing 500 baseball, fighting to potentially fight for a wild card spot. So that's clearly progression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I hope your bet hits tonight. As a Nats fan, I want my team to win, but I'm just more excited than James Wood coming up and already getting a hit, showing that he can play, man. I mean, it's gonna be something special, man. I'm very excited for that. Do you have any thoughts on the Brewers game tonight? I wanted to ask you.
Nah, I'm staying off that game. Colorado might win.
It has terrible movement.
Yeah, I know.
Pitcher making his debut. I think it's a bullpen game.
Yeah, Milwaukee's making a debut.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they're both lefties. But the other lefty sucks, so I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
You guys hit him with that. I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, but MLB is quiet tonight. I mean, it's going to be the beginning of some series, but most of the series will kick off tomorrow. You'll have some fun matchups, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh, yeah, your Braves got the Giants tomorrow. Your Braves are probably a lock tomorrow. You got Renato Lopez on the mound. Probably y'all's
They're in a
best pitcher right
bullpen
now.
game.
Lopez can go 5, though.
Nah, Birdsong?
No, I'm talking the Braves tomorrow. Oh, I'm talking about you guys.
Yeah, I'm talking San Francisco is not.
Oh yeah, no, I think you guys are a lock tomorrow. Yeah, but I think that I don't know. What's the line at right now for that game? Is it over 200?
Nah, 164 down to 155 for San Francisco and one at minus 190 for Atlanta.
That's solid price for Atlanta. You're probably gonna if you want them for tomorrow. If you're looking at future tickets, you're gonna want to take them before they move to minus 200. Yo, I also got to mention this. The Padres are getting good again out of nowhere.
The Rays are getting good again out of nowhere.
Tell me about it, bro. We just have to play them.
Like, out of nowhere.
They played 3 games versus the Astros, though. No,
Yeah,
that's
but they
my
got
bad. That's
500.
in July. That's in July. They play the Royals.
It is July.
End of July, I mean.
Oh.
They play the Royals tomorrow. That's interesting. Ooh, there we go. That's a good game, bro. Orioles and Mariners, bro. That's a good game. In Seattle.
Yeah, go Orioles.
Grayson
That
Rodriguez on the bump tomorrow, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they catch a dub, but George Kirby's also pitching. You know Kirby's elite, too.
I like money and movement right now, but we'll see.
The Mariners have usually been money when I've been betting on them because they started the year kind of floppish, and then they came on strong. They've been hot, so I'm always looking out for them whenever they're in decent spots, but that's going to be a tight pick 'em line. Let me go on. I did want to ask you about one line. The WNBA tonight. Have you seen the line on the Mercury in the Sun? It's sitting at minus 2.5 for the Sun.
I see
And,
3.
So it opened at 1.5. So you
Plus.
see the movement. I think I like Connecticut tonight. I might take them.
I like the movement. 1 second.
Okay.
I found how to find the money on them. They got good money on them. 75.94.
That's good. Yeah, I might take. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Nice little WNBA play for tonight. Sun have been kind of hard to play on. The Sun have lost 3 straight on the road. That is the only downside, but they are playing the Mercury, who aren't terrible, but they're not the best. Their one advantage is having Brittany Griner in the paint. She does be making a big impact for them. I can't lie.
Yeah, because she's, like, huge.
But yeah, they can't. No one can guard her. She's just a monster in the paint. But that's the one bet I'm probably looking at for tonight. It's only 3 MLB games, so not really too much. Unless I bet on soccer unless I bet on soccer. So it might not be too much for tonight, but there is a lot of action throughout the rest of the week. I did want to bring up some of the rest of the round of 16 games in the Euros that are tomorrow before the quarterfinals start on Friday, which I will also actually no, we can save that. Actually, no, let's talk about it because Thursday's 4th of July. I don't know if we'll actually be here on Thursday, so we can cover some of Thursday's games too.
Interesting fact, real quick, before we move on from the WNBA. Phoenix allows the second most rebounds per game to their opponents since Brittany Griner's return.
Ooh, interesting. Alyssa Thomas is going to eat.
Yeah, over 8.5 rebounds might be a play for Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, Alyssa Thomas might get her triple dub tonight.
I might take.
Alyssa Thomas double and win is probably a good price on FanDuel.
Yeah, I was just about to say over 8.5 rebounds and win.
Yeah, man. Alyssa Thomas is a beast for the Sun. I wouldn't be surprised if she crushed.
Let's go!
What happened?
We got someone. The Los Angeles Lakers have
Who the Lakers?
signed DeMar DeRozan. He's finally coming home.
Oh, y'all did?
Yep. He's finally coming home, baby. Finally, we got somebody. Jesus Christ. Offer Klay Thompson $80 million, and he says no to take 50.
Where did you see that? I ain't see Shams or Woj report it.
What are you talking about?
Where'd you see that y'all got DeMar DeRozan? I ain't see Shams
Oh,
or Woj report
daggum.
it. Fake account, wasn't it?
Fake account. Why is it giving me freaking...
Damn, you
Why
guys
is it
did all
no-
that celebration.
It's my
from the-
burner telling me, giving me notifications, bro. Man, I'm done. I hate the Lakers.
Yo, man, we can get into it a little bit here now.
Yeah, we did offer $80 million to Klay Thompson, and he turned it down. So
I said no. I said no. He said, I'm not even going to take a meeting with y'all.
this is terrible.
He said, I'm not even going to take a meeting with y'all. He said, bro, Paul George didn't even let y'all meet with him, bro. That man met with Philly in L.A. Holy.
We don't want Paul George, bro.
Matter of fact, while we're here, let me pull it up. Let's see some of these NBA futures before we move on to some of this other stuff. Let's look at this. Because I want to see how much the NBA futures have started to move. Because I know this, it's kind of just freaked me out that the Celtics were minus 250 to repeat, to win a title. To be minus 250 to win a title is ridiculous to me. I mean, plus 250. But even plus. Like, you should not be that much of an odds to win a title. It's ridiculous. Bro, they're plus 300 right now.
Who?
The Celtics. It's ridiculous. The books
Hey.
really do not want to lose any money on them, bro.
They ain't going back to that, bro.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you got the 76ers at plus 850 and the Thunder at plus 850. I think the Thunder are a good shout to make the finals. I don't know if
Thunder.
they'll win it. I don't know if they'll win it, but I think they're a good shout to make the finals with the moves that they made with adding Caruso, adding Hartenstein to help Chet, re-signing Wiggins, re-signing Joe. I really like the moves that they made, and I think they're in the Lloyd Marketing sweepstakes, which could swing things even more for them. I think the teams in the Lloyd Marketing sweepstakes they're reporting the Warriors are in there, but if the Rockets, OKC, or Houston outbids against the Warriors, they're going to be able to get outbid because the Warriors don't have the assets that those three teams have. Those three teams really control where the big next trade piece goes in the NBA because OKC has 4 picks in the next draft and multiple picks in the draft after. I know the Nets have 4 picks in this draft, but I don't think the Nets are going to be looking to trade picks. They're looking to rebuild. You have Houston, who has some of the Phoenix picks and some of the Brooklyn picks, so they're going to have a bunch of different type of picks. You also have the Spurs, who have some of the Atlanta picks, and they have their own picks. They have a couple other picks that they've made deals for. They have a couple Timberwolves picks, if I'm not mistaken, too. So there's multiple teams with assets that could really jump into this Lloyd Marketing sweepstakes with Utah and make a big splash for their team. The only team that it would really affect to go potentially win a title and him be a game changer would probably be Oklahoma City, though, of the 3. The Knicks are plus 900, the same value as the Nuggets right now. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty wild.
The Mavs are plus 1,000. Clay doesn't really move anything for them, and I honestly agree with Vegas, man, because while Clay's a great shooter, the Mavs offense doesn't move enough for him to really be able to do what he does best. He better forget to shoot those mid-range middies, bro.
Yeah.
The Lakers are at plus 3,000.
Stop
What
it.
do you hear LeBron as soon as
I might take that. I might take that.
You're a sicko.
Some dude bet me that he has to shave his head if Alabama wins the national championship this year.
Yeah, bro. People really just want to do anything to mess with DeBoer, in my opinion, and say he's terrible. That's why.
Yeah, I said, all right, send it to me right now that you'll shave your head if he wins the national championship. So he did it. I was like, all right, bet, thanks. When he wins, I'm coming back to this, and you're shaving your head.
Bro, you better hit him with the. They're gonna hit you and that guy with the Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and the Dwayne the Rock Johnson music and the John Cena music when they got Rihanna singing in the background for that WrestleMania match. Voices in your head, a million
The
miles
Warriors,
ahead.
the Warriors turned down a trade for D'Lo
Oh, the
and
trade
took-
summary just got announced for
and
the
took a
Mavs.
trade for 2 second-round picks.
You were about to announce it. My bad. Yeah, bro. They didn't even want Josh Green, bro. They could have had Josh Green. I'm not saying Josh Green's anything crazy, but you know what I mean. They said no, sent him somewhere else, and just took the second-round picks. Hey, man. Also, Clay took a little bit of a discount to go sign in Houston, but you also, in Dallas, you also understand the no income tax in Texas, right?
Yeah, I understand, but
Like,
80
I know.
million is
Let me ask you this, bro.
20
you know
million is
how-
a lot more than.
You
What
what you
did he
say?
get? What did he get? 50 divided by 3? Yeah, we
He got
covered.
an extra year. He got an extra year. Is all it is.
Nah, we would have gave him 4 years, $20 million a year.
Yeah. So maybe an extra 3 million, 2
So he
million a year, and an extra year. That's my
Nah,
point. He got an extra year and an extra 2-3 million.
He would have got an extra like 3.4
I could do math,
million.
bro. It's like 3
I'm
years.
doing it with a
71?
calculator. It's 3.4 million.
Wait, was it 51 million or 50?
I did 50 divided by 3.
All right, I didn't know. I thought it was 51. My bad. If it's 50, you're right. But if it's 51, that's 17, and then it's just 3.
I did 15
You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
or 50. My bad. But
Dang, they got DeRozan trending now off that fake report.
yeah, I know.
But nah, yeah. What I look at it like I said this, Dallas. They're in the they just made the finals for the first time since 2011, if I'm not mistaken. They've made the conference finals 2 times in the past 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. They're in a win now period, so they're trying to maximize their window. They made moves. They got Quentin Grimes. They got Najee Marshall from the Pelicans as their new point of attack defender, and now they have Klay Thompson as their kind of third running mate with Luka and Kyrie as like the backup running mate. Not like he's not like them, but he's still solid.
He can get those shots when they need them.
Yeah, if you need a quick clutch 3, something like that, he's your guy in the corner if you need it. Actually, right now the Mavs have they're at plus 1,000. They're right above the Bucks and below the T-Wolves, who are plus 950. Who the T-Wolves, I think, are going to get slept on this year after all the moves that are going to get made. I do think the T-Wolves are going to get slept on at the beginning of the year.
I like that.
Now, they don't even have some of the... Yeah, they don't even have some of the stuff up yet for the... Oh, wait, let me see there. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. So right now, because I wanted to look at some of the futures for the, because today was the start of the NHL free agency parlay, and it was a lot crazier than the NBA free agency. I can't lie, it was a lot crazier. For example, you see Steven Stamkos left Tampa.
Nah,
Yeah, Steven Stamkos went to Nashville now, bro.
dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. And there's a couple other pieces. Jake Gunsel went to Tampa. Like, there's some teams
Yeah,
moving
didn't
around.
somebody good go to Tampa? I was about to say.
Yeah, Jake Gunsel went to Tampa. Tampa traded Sergachev to Utah. Utah got some players. My Caps are doing some crazy stuff right now, like moving pieces left, right, and central, bro. It's kind of weird, but they're plus 4,000 to win the East, bro. I'll tell you this, bro. They got a better chance of winning the East than finishing bottom three in chances to win the East. I'm gonna say that right now. And that's not even my homerism coming in. That's just following the moves that they made, bro. They got a solid decor now. If PLD finds his head, which is the first time for everything I know, right? But if PLD finds his head, he could actually fit there. What I think is overvalued is the fact that the Oilers are still plus 400 to go back to the to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Panthers. The Panthers are also plus 400 for the Eastern Conference. I personally think that in the Canucks, the Predators actually moved up to plus 950, so that's interesting. Me personally, if the Avs make their signings and they're healthy, man, I'm always going to be a team that leans the Avs. The Golden Knights could change that if they make a splash trade for Marner, but those two teams sitting at plus 650 and plus 550 are the real value, in my opinion. The Dallas Stars are also a solid value, but they're only plus 480 versus plus 400. I think the top three teams in the Western Conference all got a better shot at making it next year than the Oilers. I think the Oilers are going to have to rebuild after not winning it this year. So that's something that's going to be interesting to follow too throughout the year.
All right.
Hold up, they said the Nats are up 2-0 now?
No way.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, but the Mets got 2 outs and
Two guys on
runs.
bases in scoring
Yeah.
position.
Let's see what Troy Taylor does here. Oh, Tyrone Taylor, my apologies, not Troy Taylor. Hey, man, you know we don't really watch no tennis, man, but I will say this. Well, any tennis. I just had to say it the way I say it because, we don't watch tennis over here, brother. We tried it for y'all beginning of the year. And we're only gonna mention it like we do now with the major tournaments. We got another major tournament coming up. I'd like to highlight some quick overall potential winners for the tournament. You go to the tournament. Yeah, outright winning, man. I like Yannick Sinner at plus 195. I think Djokovic is properly priced at plus 400 because he's on a bad knee. Alcatraz could make a glorious win here after winning in the French Open versus Sinner. I think Sinner is the most dominant player in the world right now. Excuse me, sorry about that. Especially on hard courts, which he's not on a hard court. Wimbledon is a grass court, but when he was at the Australian Open and probably at the upcoming U.S. Open, Sinner's gonna look like a different player. Him and Medvedev, they're two different players on hard court. Zverev is a decent shout at plus 1,600 to get there because he knows how to play, and he's been on a hot roll in 2024. Those are a couple of the ones I'd look into. But Sinner is a proper favorite at plus 195. I think generally he should bounce back from losing the final to Alcatraz at the French Open and Roland Garros, and he should bounce back and win here at Wimbledon.
I like it. I don't know nothing about tennis.
Nah, I did want to highlight that just because we're in a major tournament and something to probably highlight. Yeah, but snap. I think we're almost about done here. I know we're gonna. I don't think we'll look at Olympic stuff. We'll save that, and we'll save some of the college football and NFL future stuff for next week and throughout the summer, because that's really what's going to be most of our summers. We're going to be highlighting some college football futures, some NFL futures, the movement, the big deals. Honestly, we'll probably start with college football just because college football has a 2-week head start on the NFL, throughout July. So I think maybe the next Monday or the Monday after that, we'll start looking at some of our CFB futures. We'll have a whole segment with Segment Joe. He'll have his own theme music almost. It's going to be a thing with Future Joe. I said Segment Joe at first. I meant Future Joe. We got so many Joes, it's kind of scary. We got Segment Joe, we got Parlay Joe, we got Future Joe, we got
Prop
Technical
Joe.
we got Prop Joe, we got
We got
other Joes.
no webcam Joe.
No Webcam Joe, which Tech Joe couldn't fix, unfortunately, but No Webcam Joe said it's alright, so it's all good. But yeah, we're going to bring you all the Joes, and we're going to have a lot more for you. We're probably not going to be here on Thursday. If something changes, we'll have an announcement on the website, and I mean on the Stadium Rant account for 4th of July. So with that being said, enjoy your holiday. Take care. Enjoy the American Independence Day, man, and enjoy the rest of your weekend with that, man. I can't really point to him, but just know Parlay is there, man.
I'm pointing the right way. I'm pointing the right way.
That is Parlay, man.
That's Matt, and I'm pointing the right way.
We the Gritty Gamblers, man. We'll see you either Thursday or next week, man. Take care.
We out.
Whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.